I'm with Mae Chapman, and you probably know this already. She is a casting director. She is a producer. She is just, oh my goodness, she's everything you need to know about the movies, about entertainment. Mae.
Yes.
Have I left anything out? I know I haven't given all the specifics, but fill us in on everything that you do in regards to the entertainment industry.
You did mention I am a film casting director. I am a producer. I'm an executive producer, actually. I'm a talent mentor. I manage new artists that do come along. I am community organizer for the Lafayette Film Music and TV Meetup Group in Lafayette, Louisiana. So I wear many hats, you know, besides that being a single mom and just mentoring anyone from young to old. That I love doing it.
Now we're going to talk about a particular artist. New Cupid is a Guinness World Record holder. I mean, that's a big name for you to represent.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Briefly talking about New Cupid, you know, he has actually asked me several times to help him out, and I've been having a real busy schedule. But this particular year, probably a few years ago, he's actually been on the scenes making things happen. Right now, just to kind of tweak it a little bit, Cupid has his new video that's out right now. You may see it on MTV. It's called Make You Happen. It's featured Mia X. I actually was the lead casting director for the lead girl that was actually in the scene with Cupid. And background was awesome. We had other featured artists like Carl Thomas was in it. So, hey, if you like grown, and they call it grown and sexy music, that'd be a great dance album to actually put on, you know, for any parties, weddings, even at the club or just at home. You know, the title of the song is Make You Happy, and everybody wants to be happy. So.
Oh, wow. Well, New Cupid, you are making us happy,
Yes.
and Mae Chapman, you're making us happy. You are also bringing us great movies and talent like Life's a Bowl of Cherries. Let's talk about that.
Life's a Bowl of Cherries, actually we filmed that and we did the TV pilot for it. And coming up real soon, later on, actually in a few more months, we'll be doing the featured film for that. And so we'll be doing another casting, and I'll be letting everyone know about that. I have the privilege of being the principal casting director on there, supporting, and I handle background as well. I'm also helping out a little of the production in as well. You know, with my expertise and, you know, certain crafts and stuff and skills that I have, they've asked me to come to the table as well with them. So, and it only does not stop right there. We have many more projects with Third Street Entertainment, and which is a great production company that's come along the way and making things happen in Louisiana.
You are making things happen, and let's talk about the Lafayette Meetup Group, because there are things going on in Shreveport, there are things going on in New Orleans and Baton Rouge, and you're bringing movies right here to the Lafayette area.
Yes, ma'am.
How does that happen?
Well, let's talk about the Lafayette Film Music and TV organization. For those who are not familiar with it, this organization actually started in the Lafayette area by myself in 2006. And the way it all began is by speaking with this producer himself and also a few others that work in the New Orleans area and Baton Rouge area with they're also in their own meetup groups as well, and I'm the assistant organizer. But the way it all came about is actually I was presented by Mr. Wayne Douglas Morgan. He mentioned to me that he noticed that I kept driving to New Orleans, I kept driving to the Baton Rouge area, and he said, you know, you bring all these people. I had like truckloads of people following me, going to the Baton Rouge and New Orleans area, because I realized that the Acadiana area didn't have what they had. So in 2006, I made it a vow that I'm going to help those in the Acadiana area, you know, with the film industry, gaining the knowledge and whatever they basically need to know. And I did it. I started out with 7 people, and now I have 454 people. A part of my group, and a lot of those people are actually working. They're out in the area, they're doing what they have to do. Some are now in California and New York and producing films. It just goes on and on and on.
And we are going to go on and on and on with Mae Chapman and let you know what you need to know to be a part of this great industry right after this. We're back with Mae Chapman, and she's got everything you need to know about the entertainment industry here in Louisiana and also nationwide, because she does represent New Cupid and a lot of artists that go to LA and New York. Now, Mae, I guess just send a shout out to everyone that's watching, that's interested in movies, that's interested in entertainment. What would you tell them?
What I mainly tell every person that approaches me and come to me, I tell them that it is so important that you know who you are and know that no one could ever tell you that you're not going to become something that you dream to become. My whole focus and mission is to help you develop and hone your craft in the film industry. And I'll do whatever it takes to help you get there, get to the next level.
Now tell me a little bit before we go about you. You were a single mom, a mamu girl, and here you are working with celebrities. You're a casting director. I mean, you're working with big names. How do you go from, a lot of people would feel like, man, you know, I'm a single mom, I'm struggling. How do you raise a family successfully, I might add, because you've got beautiful children. I mean, I've met them, I know them, they're amazing kids. You've done such a wonderful job. And you're so successful. How do you do that, and how do you encourage other women to follow suit?
Well, as a single parent, you know, a lot of times we wear the mom and dad hat, but we know that we should be our own children role model. You know, a lot of times, you know, we look at the struggle, but the struggle sometimes help us get to the next area in our lives and in our children's lives, and we set an example within them. This main journey actually started within the Mamu School. I'm originally from New Orleans, and I moved to the Evangeline Parish area after attending USL. You can tell my age. USL.
I know USL too. We're together.
And I started working in the school system for Evangeline Parish, and I gracefully had the 7th and 8th grade behavior disorder students. And so, you know, a lot of times, you know, they already get negative things. And one incident happened where the kids actually went on the playground and they, you know, kind of mingle with other people. And one of the kids, I don't know, quite the story itself, but they said one of the teachers, I don't know who it was, just they overheard mention that they weren't going to amount to anything in life but have babies and go to jail based on their behavior. So when it was brought to my attention that this was said, you know, I was like, well, you know, guys, I said, don't worry about what they're saying, because we can always change things. And the way I did this is that I pushed the curriculum to the side, and I grabbed a book called Billionaire by Dr. Farrell Gray, and it was about a 13-year-old kid that actually made his first $1 million selling little soaps, okay? And I encouraged the kids on how to become entrepreneurs, how to become business owners. So we had our little business cards. I taught them everything I said, because in life, if you don't amount to anything at all, you'll know how to run your own business. So I taught them entrepreneurship, and I also grabbed The Secret. I know we can't go there, you know, it's a fine line with the Bible, and I say, well, I'm not going to cross lines when it comes to the educational system. So, but I did teach them, and one thing that it's still in their heads is that if you should ask for something and you believe in it, you're going to receive it. So as I was teaching these kids, you know, the principles of the law of attraction, things start happening to me. And so when I told the kids, when your parents go to the mailbox, instead of them thinking that's a bill in there, tell them it's a check. So next thing you know, I'm on my lunch break, where I go to my mailbox, and voila, there's a check in the mail. So I was like, I brought it to the kids and I showed them, and they were like, oh my God, Miss Mae, they said, you know, things are happening to you. I said, but remember, tell your parents that when they go to their mailbox, make sure there's a check in there. You don't have to think check. So as I was teaching them the law of attraction, and teaching them that, you know, whoever you guys are in the classroom, I said, y'all all have different talents. I said, my talent that was given to me was that I sing, dance, and act. And I've been doing that since I was 14 years old. And so I was always putting together like little plays for the school, and, you know, Black History programs. I was doing that for the school. And so my whole oath when I became community organizer for the Lafayette area, it was helping you reach dreams. And that's exactly what I want to always do, help anyone reach their dreams, with whoever it is, you know. And I don't charge. People say, well, I don't understand. You just, because I give it from the heart, because I know that I'm going to get it back in return, because it's already been given to me and more has been given to me. So I enjoy what I do.
Well, what a beautiful, inspiring story. You've given us so much today, and take her words of wisdom, take them to heart, and follow them. Follow your dreams.
You can hate on me. If I gave you peaches out of my own garden.
I'm with Todd C. Elliott, and he is a news writer for the Eunice News, and he's here with me today because he's got some special news, and I am holding that special news with me. It is A Rose by Many Other Names, Rose Chermy and the JFK Assassination. It is his first book, and it is up for worldwide distribution very soon, and it is timed with the 50th anniversary of the JFK assassination. How about that?
How about that, Pamela?
Now, you are known in Eunice as an investigative writer. Now, you may not know that, but
That's good to know.
you get to the nitty-gritty, and you are covering here in your book one of the biggest conspiracy theories of all time, and it ties into the Eunice community.
Right.
Let's talk about that.
It actually brought me to Eunice in the summer of 2010, and after seeing the Oliver Stone film JFK for probably the 30th time, and being a JFK historian or buff in my spare time, I researched Rose Chermy, and she wasn't from Eunice, and of course that's not her real name, but she was known to many JFK historians as, you know, an interesting footnote. She was someone who had foreknowledge of the assassination, and she was picked up 2 days before the president was killed in Dallas, saying that she was riding with men who were on their way to Dallas to kill the president on Friday.
Now, I don't want to ruin the book for people, but do you believe her?
I do, because for one, she was an FBI informant, and so it wasn't just me personally who believed her. You know, the government to some extent believed her, and the most important thing is no one else believed her at the time, and that's pretty telling because they looked at her reputation. She was a drug addict, she was a known prostitute and drug courier, up and down 190 all the time, getting into trouble, and that's what people looked at. They didn't hear her words, they saw her for what she was, and hence they didn't believe her. But I do, I believe her, and I found some other people who subsequently believed what Rose Chermy was saying that day as well, including her son, which you know, this all came about because of a Eunice News article that came out on November 22nd of 2012.
And that article had about 27,000 hits on the internet.
Actually, as of today, it's almost 30,000. It went viral online. I was finding it in various chat rooms and websites, so people were sharing it. So the publisher out of Oregon, Trine Day Publishing, saw the hits, they saw the story was picking up steam, they saw that there was some public interest in this story, and that's when I was offered a book deal. It's not a vanity press, you should know that. I'm not just publishing my own book and putting it out there. I got a book deal as a result of the Eunice News story, and if you go to eunice-today.com, you can see where it all started.
Now, why do you feel like, and there could be many reasons, but why do you feel like this story still resonates with people?
I think because what's fascinating about it is it's almost like a prequel to the JFK assassination. Everybody's tired of hearing about how many shooters were in Dealey Plaza, what angle were the bullets fired from, where was the sun that day, what happened in Dealey Plaza. Well, we know what happened in Dealey Plaza that day. We don't know the who and the why, really, but what happened 48 hours prior, some 48 hours prior in Eunice, Louisiana, is equally interesting because we saw the birth of the JFK conspiracy theorist, and I've now, given Eunice the title of the birthplace of the JFK conspiracy theorist because she was the first. Rose Chermy was the first because she believed in a conspiracy to assassinate the president while he was still alive. And why that matters today is it's a good story, and it's an interesting story. And I think that's why it resonates with people today. It's kind of a prequel, it's a break from Dallas, and it explores the Louisiana connections. And there are many to the JFK assassination. Mainly Oswald was from New Orleans, and you know, he's the accused assassin. A lot of people like to just say that he was the assassin, but he never stood trial. And the only person who ever brought a case or a trial forward in the murder of the president was the Orleans Parish District Attorney Jim Garrison in 1967. So there's a big Louisiana connection.
And you've pulled up your facts here. You haven't. This isn't fiction that you.
No, you know, I found that
pulled
the
up
truth
evidence.
is actually stranger than fiction a lot of times, and it is a strange story. It's a very enigmatic tale.
Well, we want people to know about it. We are expecting, when your book officially comes out, that
Well, it's actually available in ebook form now.
Oh,
I just found that out like this week, so I think you can order the
Okay.
ebook now everywhere, iTunes, all
Wow.
that.
Okay,
yeah.
so ebook now, but in the meantime, before worldwide distribution comes out in hard copy form.
On September 19th, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. in downtown Eunice, we're going to be at Ruby's Restaurant and Courtyard. Used to be Nick's, and this is on the date of actual publication, according to Amazon.com, right? So September 19th, I wanted to have a special something, a special thank you to the people of Eunice. The book is actually dedicated to the past, present, and future people of Eunice, and also to the people of Mamou, Louisiana. So
that'd be
it's
a
kind of a
tribute.
big thank you thing, and I want people to come out, and the public is invited to attend.
Good food, good company, and the company that's included with you at the book signing is a special Lafayette artist. Let's talk about him.
Hal Moore is a really talented artist from Lafayette, and he has actually done some art that was inspired from my book. So I've actually already inspired someone to do something. And what's great is, and what the book does and what Hal does, is it changes the way the world sees Rose Cherami. There's only one picture of Rose Cherami that the world has ever seen, and it was her New Orleans mugshot. And it's not a flattering picture at all. And what Hal has done with art, and what I've done with some of the very rare photographs in the book, is I hope to change the way that the world sees Rose Cherami. And the best way to do that is to change the way the world sees Rose Cherami with art, with Hal Moore's art, and with my art, the book, A Rose by Many Other Names.
Well, that's a beautiful tribute to her, because regardless of her past, and that could be something said for all of us, regardless of your past with her, in the end, she was trying to do the right thing.
Right, exactly. And her son expounds on that a little bit, and it's really interesting, his take on everything. My question is, the next time another Rose Cherami comes along, are we going to listen?
Are we going to believe her?
Will we believe her? Sure, yeah.
Thank you, Arthur. Todd C. Elliott.
Hi, I'm Fran. I'm the general curator at the Zoo of Acadiana. This is Gumbo, and I'm LA South.
This show, buddy, Wolfman Jack. No, it's Rodney Dangerfield. No, it's Sylvester Stallone. No, it's Johnny Rock, and I am LA South.
Sergeant Travis Shuval with the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries Enforcement Division. I'm going to let you know today there's two ways to get in touch with us if you see a wildlife violation occurring. The first is you can download the Citizen Observer app, and you basically tap on it, text us what's going on, and an agent will respond. Or you can call Operation Game Thief, 1-800-442-2511. Remember, on both of those, all callers are anonymous, and there is a cash reward possible at the end.